Now, to officially commence today's event, we are privileged to have our Rector, Dr. Jonathan Addleton, with us. Please join me in welcoming our Rector for the welcoming address, because this event would have not been possible without his unwavering support.
Thank you, Muazzez Kavatin Wazarat. Thank you and welcome, Kush Amdeed. It is indeed an honor to be here and to officially open the conference. I think we do all need to have a shout out to Dr. Farasit, and her leadership has been hugely important, although she would also acknowledge that there's been a whole team behind this, and so we appreciate that as well. There's many things that one could say, but of course the aspect here is one is communications and the other is climate change. Communications has been close to my heart for a long time. It's been fun to interact with some other people from Northwestern University. Way back in the day, my first major was journalism at the Medill School of Journalism. And actually, I didn't mention when I went on to graduate school, I went to Tufts University, and my work study job was at the Edward R. Murrow Center for Public Diplomacy. So the issue of communications has certainly been a recurring theme in all kinds of ways. I think it was E.M. Forster in Passage to India that had that famous expression, only connect. Just two words, but I think that's the challenge for ICA. We very much appreciate the partnership on this one. But the phrase "only connect," I mean, it's ironic that we're in a world that's hugely connected and yet is also hugely disconnected, despite the technology that does, would seem to bring people together. There's issues as well. But I do think, and I've told even our students here, that communications, no matter what you go into, communications is absolutely vital. To be able to connect with people in all kinds of ways. Obviously, the climate change part, the environmental change part is also hugely important. And I think, again, this connection between communications and environmental change is vital. And we in Lahore have lived through this in all kinds of ways. You're not seeing it now, but 3 weeks ago, it was just, I guess it was like the pictures you see of the London fog in the late 1800s. You could hardly see 5 feet ahead of you because we were enveloped in this, in this cloud. During that time, my wife took a look at the world rankings. There's some rankings you want to be in, and there's some you perhaps don't want to be in. But the world rankings here was the 10 most polluted cities in the world, and her observation was that Lahore was number 1, and that Delhi was number 2, and that Ulaanbaatar was number 3. I think some people know I had a foreign service career. Those 3 cities cover about 30% of the places where we are, and so she was just observing that somehow, I think it's a worldwide phenomenon, but somehow those cities, Ulaanbaatar, you may not think so because Mongolia is a beautiful country, but the coal burning, the fossil fuel burning enveloped within a valley has actually made Ulaanbaatar one of the most polluted cities. And of course, we know the winds go back and forth between Delhi and Lahore, and we can blame each other all we want. But the fact of the matter is that it's Upper Punjab with a huge population, and again, the carbon fuel is certainly a concern. But it is a concern that we are all in this together. It's interesting to me, having been at Foreman for 4 years, when I'm walking the campus and students come up to me, oftentimes it's environmental issues. One thing they've said is, I saw this tree being chopped down, wasn't so pleased about that. And my comment has been, of course, on our campus, every time a tree does have to go down because maybe it's dead or because we are having an electric wire or something, our commitment is to plant 3 more. So we try to do that. And of course, the other thing that's happened over the past year, as some of our visitors may have noticed, is that we're moving toward 100% solar campus. And so you'll see evidence of that on the roof of this building, on our parking lots, and other places as well. So, we are in a modest way trying to address it. But I think that's part of the rationale, is that if 1 million people are working in modest ways, they can make a difference. In isolation, maybe not so much, but in working together or adopting an ethic of environmental concern, I think is really important. So again, very appreciative and pleased to be able to welcome people here today. Looking forward to the next couple days. Realize that a part of this conference is actually being live streamed to other places across Asia. And for us, FC College in Pakistan, to be the first to organize something like this in Pakistan is indeed an honor. So thank you again, and welcome.